guys, King Kaiju here, and today we're going to be doing another Kaiju review, and that one is on Gudis. Now, I literally just filmed the Gamora review, which should be out by now, but I thought that I would do two today because of the fact that I am in a really good mood, and I really like these new figures. So, of course, we're going to go on to Gudis. Of course, let's start off with detail. And in detail, Gudis is incredible. The detail on Gudis is some of the best I've actually seen on an Ultra figure. If we can get a little up close shots, we can see that there's a ton of detail all around this guy. Even on his brain, there's a ton of nice detail. Going up close to his eyes, he kind of looks like he's drugged out of his mind, but I'm not sure if this is accurate to how he looked, but, you know, still looks pretty good regardless. So detail on Gudis is really nice, and paint is as well. Paint is very good on Gudis, despite this being an older figure. Now as for articulation, Gudis is kind of lacking. He has two arm joints, one right there, and one right there. Also, it's probably important to know these are made out of kind of rubbery material, not the typical vinyl you see figures being made out of, so you can bend them around all you want. And he also has a waist joint, but because of the weird way that they segmented him, he kind of has a weird articulation point too. It's not a circle, it's a odd shape. But those 3 points are all there is for Gudis. A waist and two arm joints. Nothing else. Now let's get on to sizing. This next figure I'm going to have to hold up with my hand, but it's not that big of a deal. And that figure is Alien Bolton. And this is kind of the only flaw with Gudis, and sadly it's his biggest one. Gudis, the monster, is actually massive. I believe it said it was 83 meters tall, and he weighed over 100,000 tons. So Gudis is pretty damn big. However, his figure is really short, and while this Bolton figure is also massive, he should be at least the same height as him. Or for a better comparison, he should be this big, while Bolton is over here, but this is just him closer to the camera. To show that with a slightly better comparison, here is a standard Ultra figure. This is Ultraman Cosmos, and he has a little bit of trouble standing too, actually. Nope, okay, I thought I could get it. We'll have to hold him up too, I guess. Ultraman Cosmos next to Gudis, they should be at least the same height, or Gudis should at least be a little bit taller. But nope, he's shorter than an Ultraman. He is a lot shorter, actually. He doesn't even go up to his head. Now we'll compare him to another figure that I just recently got, and this one's probably the most standard out of them all, that being Tyrant. And again, Gudis is so much shorter than it. I don't know why Bandai decided to make him so small. Like, everything else is pretty good about this figure besides articulation. They just had to make him so small. Putting Gudis back in the middle, that is the review. Overall, the detail and paint is good. The sizing is god-awful. And the articulation is, you know, decent for this figure at least. He isn't a statue, which is good. But that is the review of Gudis. Definitely a very interesting monster, and definitely has a interesting figure. While it does have a very nice look to it, it sadly has a couple cons that hold it back from being the best figure. Overall, though, I'd say that if you like Gudis and you can find him for a decent price, he's actually quite rare nowadays, but if you can find him for a decent price, definitely get him. So thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.